How did Chris die? Well, he was sneaking up on an angry looking black sheep with the biggest horns you've ever seen. There are two words that strike fear into the hearts of photographers around the world. Kit lens. Look at it, sitting there all cocky, plastic, slow, the cheap lens hood. But are they really that bad? So let's sort of define a kit lens, okay? So a kit lens can be any lens that comes bundled together with a camera body as a kit, basically, and they tend to be a little bit on the cheap side, a little bit plasticky feeling. They're not high-end lenses, they're not well built, they're not weather sealed, they're not rugged, and their apertures tend to be a little bit on the slow side, and they're also variable apertures as well. So take for instance the lens that I'm using today, my Olympus 14 to 42. It's f3.5 to 5.6, I believe. It's not what you would consider to be a fast lens in any sense of that. It is extremely plastically made as well. It's not, in terms of build quality, you're not looking Canon L lens sort of territory. Now, speaking of Canon L lenses, if you own the 24 to 105 f4 ISL lens, that is by definition a kit lens. Now, it's not a lens that you would imagine to be a kit lens, but it was sold in a kit with the Canon 5D Mark III. So just bear that in mind. Not all kit lenses are necessarily what I'm referring to here. Kind of think 18 to 55 EFS lens territory, and that's where we are with kit lenses. But like I said, are they all that bad?
Look out, here she comes, the woman that I love. It's too bad she'll never know. Yeah, I can't tell her how I feel, because she has someone who makes her happy.
So check this place out. Doesn't it look incredible this time of year? There's bluebells either side of this footpath. It looks awesome. And when you come somewhere like this time of year, it's probably best to stick to the footpaths. You really don't want to start walking on the bluebells, trampling, rolling around, laying in them, or anything like that. It doesn't go down well. Not that I'm speaking from experience or anything. So every single photograph that you have just seen there was taken with this camera and lens combination. So this is my Olympus EM5 Mark II with my 14 to 42mm kit lens on it. And in all honesty, I do not care that those photographs were taken with the kit lens. They've done well on social media, people have liked them. People don't know that they were taken with the kit lens. They're on print stores and various different places. People have bought those images. They don't know or care that they were taken with the kit lens. And if you're coming out doing something like I'm doing tonight, I've been at work all day, I'm a little bit tired, and I just thought I'll come for a walk around the woods, take a camera handheld, walking around. It's great, it doesn't weigh anything, it doesn't get in the way, it doesn't make you tired or anything like that, it doesn't hurt your arm, or you get the point, don't you? Anyway, this path has a really cool little S-curve heading down that way. You've got the bluebells either side of it. There's a big old tree just off in the background, so I think I'm gonna move you, I'm gonna stand where you are, and let's take a photograph of it and see how it turns out. Dear God, the wind is howling through tonight. There's going to be some weather hitting us in the morning, I think, at this rate. But just above there, the sun just seems to be starting to peek through just a little bit. I wonder if we might get a little bit of golden light in the next half an hour to an hour or so. Well, that'd be pretty cool, light this place up a little bit. It has been a bit flat so far. Been one of those days, you know, when you're at work and, well, it sort of threatens there might be some nice weather a little bit later on in the evening, and as soon as you pack your camera up, get in your car and get to where you want to be, it's just a little bit grey. It's kind of one of those days, but yeah, looking at it, I can see the sun, so let's see, hopefully a little bit of golden light shortly. So I've moved away from the bluebell area now, and I've come to a place that has all these really reasonably straight trees because I want to try something. Have you ever seen those photographs where people intentionally blare things out? So they'll take a camera and they'll pan up against the trees. Well, it's called intentional camera movement or intentional camera blare or ICM. Any one of those names, it all means the same thing. You're intentionally blaring out. Now, it's something I've done a couple of times before, and I've actually had quite a lot of fun doing it, and I've had some reasonably successful results trying it, and I've never actually done it with the Olympus camera, so let's give it a go. Let's turn the image stabilisation off, because I guess I'll be fighting against that, and just give this ICM a try. See what happens, eh? Might turn out all right. All right, so we've dialed some settings in on the camera now. So we've turned the image stabilisation off because, as I said, the image is going to be blurry anyway, so there's no point trying to fight against the image stabilisation. Just turn it off, get rid of it, forget it exists for now. The aperture is set at f20 and the shutter speed is a little over a half second, which is perfect for this kind of thing. And on the exposure compensation dial, I've dialed that to +1. So we're just getting a semi sort of long exposure. Now, for those of you who are screaming f20 diffraction, just calm down, the image is going to be blurry, it doesn't really matter. Set the aperture as small as you want for this, it doesn't matter. Image blurry, no detail, who cares about diffraction in this kind of scenario? Now, for those of you who have never ever seen this type of photography done before, let me give you a quick demonstration as to what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to move a little bit further back, and I'm just going to point the camera at this camera for the sake of this. So I'm just going to put the camera up to my eye, I'm going to focus on the camera, move down to where I want to start the image and move up slightly, press the shutter button and keep moving up in a straight line. And that's all you do. So focus on what you want to take a photograph of, doesn't really matter, but it just gives you some detail if you're able to get it. And just start panning, and when you're comfortable, press the shutter button and just keep going in one smooth motion. And that will give you a reasonably looking ICM photograph. So let's take some photos of these trees. So as I said a little earlier on, it looks as if some of the clouds clearing above the trees and we are getting a little bit of light poking in now. So I'm going to move around to the other side of these woods where it opens up a little bit more. We may be able to get some of the light because, well, the sun sets at the opposite side of the woods to where I am now. So I'm going to walk around there and hopefully some of this cloud break continues. Hopefully the wind might even die down a little bit and we might get a couple of nice little backlit tree photos, who knows. I'm just seeing another little patch of bluebells though. So let's make a quick detour, go have a look and see what they look like, and then carry on this little adventure. We're doing a walk, a circle around the woods tonight. It's making quite a nice change. So this is one of those you wouldn't believe it unless you was there moments, judging by what we have now. But as I came around the bend just behind where you are, there was just this most amazingly soft, diffused golden light just lighting up this entire scene. Fortunately, I had the camera in my hand, so I was able to just grab a couple of photographs of it, but it was just an awesome looking scene. There's some low cloud, there's sort of like a mist sort of diffusing all of the light. It was just so soft and so backlit, and it was just that light that, you know, gets photographers excited. And well, I finally got one when I came to the woods, and this bench was just epically placed here with the bend through it all and the trees in the background and the bluebells and everything catching the light. And the photos, I really hope look quite nice. So here's just a couple of photos that I managed to grab on the way down here as I came across this bench. Do you know how sometimes you come to a location several times and you get yourself all flustered trying to find a photograph to take, and you kind of get a little bit annoyed and you just stomp around missing everything? Well, today is the first time I've ever actually stopped and looked at this place, and believe you and me, this place is incredibly pretty at this time of year. With all the colour of all the yellow flowers, we've got the bluebells around the other side, some little white flowers everywhere. The trees have just started to green up, but they're not in full greenery yet, so you're able to see the branches and everything through the trees. And there's just a little bit of a yellow shine to everything. It's not quite the summer green out that we're all used to. You know, when you come out with your camera in the middle of the summer and everything is just green and it's a little bit off-putting. There's something quite magical about this place at this time of year. There really really is. I'm going to take a photograph of this scene behind me. Now, it's not going to be the greatest photograph ever taken, but I just think it's such a pretty little scene to look at.
The brightest sky I have ever seen, the most colorful one like a dream. You wake me up with a new white smile, and I know I'm truly alive. I wanna save every moment now. Hold tight, my love, we got this one right. And if they ask us where we've been hiding.
So I think in terms of bluebell photography, I think I've maybe timed it right this year. It's the first time I've been here and seen it quite so full. I think I usually get here a little bit late, but we've managed to get a full carpet of bluebells again, and we're still just getting a little bit of the backlight. It's ever so soft and subtle, but it's just enough to give a little bit of fun to these photographs. So let's zoom in. I think we'll focus on the big white branch over there in the middle of the frame. Let's focus and recompose. F5, 30th of a second, ISO 200. So thank you very much for watching today's video. I hope I've inspired you to pick up a kit lens and just go for a walk around the woods and to see what photographs you can take. And well, we've ended up with quite a nice bluebell display as well to boot, and I'm hoping a couple of the photographs we got around the other side of the woods with the backlight and everything are really going to turn out quite nice. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you did enjoy the video. If you did, please do give it a thumbs up because it really does help the video and it helps bring new viewers to see my content. If you liked it more than that, there is a subscribe button below me. You can hit that and you'll see more nonsense and more content from myself every single week. So until the next time, I'm going to love you and leave you and say peace and goodbye.